This is the Washington Times front page for the first day of August, Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Former Biden family business partner Devon Archer told House lawmakers that the family was in the business of influence peddling. Susan Ferricchio and Kerry Pickett report Archer delivered closed-door testimony as part of a three-committee investigation into business deals and allegations that President Biden was involved in the schemes. Archer, who's been convicted of securities fraud in an unrelated matter and is facing a year-long prison sentence, said the president phoned into his son Hunter's business deals on at least 20 occasions. House investigators say the Biden family and associates may have received up to $20 million from those deals over the years, much of it while Biden was vice president. House Republicans have launched an investigation into the collapsed Justice Department plea deal with Hunter Biden. Stephen Dinan reports a handful of committee chairmen have asked Attorney General Merrick Garland how the arrangement was reached and whether the DOJ or Hunter Biden's attorneys first suggested it. One provision ruled out prosecutions for crimes beyond the scope of the case, and another limited the government's authority to prosecute Hunter Biden should he violate the terms of the deal. Chaos and political upheaval in Niger have opened a wide window of opportunity for U.S. adversaries and could jeopardize American counterterrorism missions across Africa. Ben Wolfgang reports pro-military demonstrators reportedly shouted "Long live Russia" and other pro-Russian slogans on the streets of the Nigerian capital over the weekend, underscoring the growing influence of U.S. adversaries on the continent. Although not well known or much followed in U.S. policy debates, the Central African country has played an outsized role in the great power strategic game for influence and allies on the African continent. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement rekindled its policy limiting the illegal immigrants whom officers are allowed to arrest and deport. Stephen Dinan reports the new rules say that being in the country illegally is no longer a sufficient reason for arrest or deportation. The rules require agents and officers to justify each arrest and deportation target as either a threat to national security, a risk to public safety, or a recent border crosser. And finally, it's not clear that Russian President Vladimir Putin made much headway after welcoming a slew of African leaders to a highly touted summit in St. Petersburg last week. Putin appeared no closer to winning fresh support for his invasion of Ukraine as the summit wound down over the weekend. Even the guest list told a disappointing tale. The inaugural summit Putin staged in Sochi in 2019 attracted 43 African heads of government. This year, just 17 made the trip. Find all of our front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/frontpage or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Washington Times in any major podcast app. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.